Most fat loss protocols pull only one lever: calories. Ours pulls them all. That's why men see results in the first 7 days. Your body doesn't burn fat through one single channel. Appetite, energy, hormones, fuel preference, they're all regulated by different systems. The fat loss matrix was built to target each one, stacking compounds for hormone signaling, mitochondrial activation, insulin optimization, and thermogenesis. The result? Faster, easier, and more sustainable transformations. I'm Dr. Tony Huge, JD, medical lawyer, and the researcher of the fastest muscle building and fat loss protocols in human history. For the dad bod to rip bod transformations, the core idea was this: willpower is not the issue. Biology is. Most men's biology is broken due to a variety of internal and external forces, but it is fixable. We launched the original experiment with a group of volunteers who had what we call the classic dad bods: soft midsections, declining energy, low muscle tone, and within weeks, these men began transforming. Why? Because we weren't asking their bodies to adapt on their own. We gave their systems the tools to accelerate change. The original stack included MK677, Cardarine, Rad140, T3, and Slim pills. Each compound served a specific role. MK677 stimulated natural growth hormone release, helping drive both fat loss and muscle retention. Cardarine improved endurance and enhanced fat oxidation, making each workout and each calorie burn more effective. Rad140 supported anabolic activity and muscle tone without androgenic baggage like other compounds. Slim pills helped improve insulin sensitivity, supporting a much better nutrient uptake into the muscle tissue instead of into fat. And T3, used with precision, raised metabolic rate through thyroid stimulation. None of these compounds were random. Together, they hit multiple fat loss pathways: hormonal signaling, mitochondrial activation, insulin optimization, and thermogenesis. This is the core of what we would later name the fat loss matrix. And here's why that matters. Most fat loss protocols focus on just one lever, just burning calories, but your body doesn't burn fat through one channel. It has multiple biological systems like appetite, energy expenditure, hormone sensitivity, and fuel preference. When you use compounds that support several of those systems at once, the results become faster and require less work. This is the foundation of the transformation movement we created at Enhanced. It worked not by overriding biology, but by collaborating with it to enhance pathways that your body already uses. But rarely are you actually optimizing those under stress or poor lifestyle conditions. Real men reported not just fat loss and muscle gain, but improved sleep, energy, and drive. The transformations weren't limited to just their bodies. Their entire state of being improved. That's when we knew this wasn't just a protocol. This is a blueprint for domination of the human experience. In the years since, the stack has evolved. We've introduced tesofensine, a highly effective appetite suppressant that also elevates mood and energy. For many men, hunger and food fixation are the biggest obstacles, but tesofensine interrupts that loop at the neurological level. Compounds like Enhanced All-Day Shred then extended thermogenic activity across the entire day, 24 hours, without the jittery highs or the crashes of conventional stimulants. We also explored alternatives to Rad140, introducing AC262 for users looking for a gentler anabolic with lower androgenic expression. It's especially useful in cycles where minimizing shutdown is the priority. More advanced compounds like SLU-PP332 and 5-amino-1-MQ entered the picture, targeting mitochondrial uncoupling and metabolic rejuvenation. These aren't just about losing fat, they're about upgrading the entire energy engine of the body. So now the fat loss matrix looks like this: T3 and all-day shred for thermogenesis, MK677 for hormonal lipolysis, Cardarine and SLU-PP332 for beta oxidation, tesofensine and shred for appetite control, Slim pills for insulin regulation, 5-amino-1-MQ for mitochondrial uncoupling, and dopaminergic agents like tesofensine and bromantane for drive and adherence. Each pathway has a tool, and stacking those tools creates exponential synergy. That's why men get results in the first 7 days. The results become obvious in the energy, the feel, the vibe, and the look in the mirror. People notice people exploiting the fat loss matrix and doing the dad bod to rip bod transformations, and giving them compliments within the first week because it changes the man's aura, their energy, their presence. We saw this again in 2022 with Rob Gotterman. Rob had struggled with weight for years. He tried every major diet trend, from keto to extended fasting. He spent hours at the gym, but the weight kept returning until he changed his inputs. Using the dad bod to ripped bod protocol, Rob lost over 120 pounds. His energy returned, his posture changed, and his life changed. And it wasn't because he suddenly became more disciplined. It was because his biology was responding to the right instructions. That's the heart of this message. Discipline isn't the key. Direction is. If you direct your body with the right signals, then it performs. If you deprive it, suppress it, or ignore its core systems, then it resists you. Fat loss becomes hard, energy becomes unstable, and results never stick. That's why this protocol still works in 2025. We haven't relied on hype. We've refined the model. We've incorporated newer compounds, individualized applications, and incorporated user feedback. But the principle hasn't changed. Work with biology and not against it. If you've hit a wall with traditional methods, if the gym and diet aren't producing the lasting changes, or if your energy dips and your mood crashes are making things harder than they should be, it might be time to evolve your approach. The dad bod to rip bod protocol is still one of the most effective frameworks for a real male transformation. Not theory, not trend. This is results built on science, proven in the real world, designed for men who want to lead their biology and not try chasing it. Subscribe for future breakdowns of the miracle molecules, the pathways, the performance tools, and the enhanced system that isn't about extremes. It's about precision. Your biology is capable of more than you have been told. And transformation, once you understand the system, becomes inevitable.